Okay, this is a message for the Divine Collective on the best ways to protect yourself, because here's what you need to realize: you don't need to stoop to their levels, you don't need any of their spells, any of their cord cutting ceremonies, anything like that. Don't do it, because then you're still playing on their level. You need protection, you ask God. You need a cord cut, you ask God. You need your aura, your spirit cleanse, you ask God. You pray for your protection. That's where you get your protection. That's where you get everything. You don't need burning no sage, burning it. It is unnecessary. All you have to do is ask God. See, when you use these other tools that are used by a lot of other people, you're taking your faith away from God. You're putting your faith in something else to do what God will do for you. Just ask God. And God's not going to cut those cords that you got that are tied to toxic people, because guess what? We allowed them in the first place. So there goes that free will again. He is only going to cut them if you ask Him to cut them. So pray to God to cut them. God, I'm not going to say God lets happen to us what we let happen to us, what we let happen to us, until we reach out and grab God's hand and ask for His help. Because here's what I know and what I learned the hard way. I don't care how strong you are, I don't care how stubborn you are. You can't do it without God, and you're going to have to admit that to God. And here's a burden that's placed. I don't know if we want to call it a burden, but here's what's placed in our life, because we are chosen. Our lives are not ours. So when you ask God for His help, you got to take His guidance. You got to let Him steer. You got to let Him drive. You got to go in the direction He wants you to go into. Or you're just going to stay right where you're at, trapped in the same thing you're at. The gang stalking, the betrayal, everybody coming from you, the harvesting your energy, just bam, 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 bam. It's going to continue to be one hit after another, one hit after another. And it's going to continue to be that way until you take God's hand, you step up on the high road, and you stay there, and you let God handle them. You let God handle your attackers while you do what God wants you to do. It's as simple as that. So you don't, to, here's a recap: to cleanse your aura, pray. To cut a cord, pray. You need protection, pray. You need protection while you sleep, pray every night before you go to sleep. The more you pray, the stronger your bond comes with God, and the stronger your protection gets. The only protection you can get from these people, because it is a strong organization, because let me let you in on it, it is all connected. Your attacks are connected with mine. They have carefully orchestrated this. They have carefully, they knew who we were before we did. And they have been attacking us since they found out. It is all connected. But God's all you need. God is all you need. You don't need anything else. Because ain't nothing on this planet stronger than God. Can't nobody beat God. Can't nobody outsmart God. And these people that are attacking us need to remember that while they're doing it behind our backs, let me let them on a little secret. God sees everything. He don't miss nothing. And He's starting to hand down karmic judgments. He is starting to pass out judgment. He has said, court is adjourned. It's time for your sentencing. And just to let you know, just because you start following God and you let God lead your life, don't mean the attacks are going to stop. In fact, no, they're still going to try to attack, but they're not going to affect you as much. See, these idiots only have the power to affect you if you give it to them. Take your power back. Take your authority back and kick them to the curb. Yeah, they're going to come and try to pick their head back in your life, but you know what? You rebuke them. You rebuke them, you send them packing, and you tell them they can't live here no more because God does. You tell them they don't have no power, no authority over you. Only God does. God is all you need.